This is the map I'm packing today. It's the A2 navigation, and it's in a bit more detail than the A3 one because it shows all the locks. They get packed into tubes, and I do about 10 at a time because it takes a while. After a quick trip to the post office, it's time to go. The visitor moorings in Boston are on these rather sturdy finger moorings. They've been fairly popular during our stay, but there was lots of room for all the boats that wanted to moor. So I've just left Boston. Michael's quite sad to leave Boston.
There's the stump back there. Yeah, I like Boston. It's funny because, like, I didn't like Whiz Beach.
I remember when we arrived into Boston last time, and we obviously come in the other way, and you just see the stump for like ages and ages, and it's just the longest, like, time to get there.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as you come around this corner up ahead, it's like that's what you can see.
Yeah. And
then you get there, and the church is beautiful, and the whole of the, you know, kind of main core area has little bits of interesting architecture.
We stayed for a week, and we had, like, you climbed up the stump
10 times.
10 times in one day.
2 hours.
10 times in 2 hours.
Yeah. I could have done it a lot more times in a day, except for it really is very steep and not the most safe sensation.
Yeah, if you don't like heights.
Well, and also if you just don't like the idea of falling backwards down a whole bunch of
spiral staircase
that's like worn down from people walking up and down it.
Yeah, so it's not level. And then Daryl, the lovely pilot that brought us across from Wood Beach, took us to see the River Welland and the River Glen because we couldn't take the boat there because we couldn't get through either of the locks or the sluices.
One lock and one sluice.
One lock, one sluice. So we took our inflatable kayak and we filmed a bit, so I'll put that in there now. Not sure you can hear us because of the road and the wind, and we haven't got the microphones, but
that is full knee lock off the River Welland in Spalding. Someplace we're never going to get our boat because that lock is completely out of commission. It has been for several years, and it doesn't look like there will ever be a budget to reopen it again in, well, the time we're on a boat. Okay. So I'm moored up on the River Welland. The Silver Propeller location is pretty much directly underneath that bridge. So we're here. This is it. There's not much to it. It's quite lovely, and I can move around quite quickly on the boat. Uh-oh, swan attack! Swan assault!
Silver Propeller location number 40 something, the River Welland and Spalding. So these are the visitor moorings. This is where we should be in Perseverance. As you can see, they're really busy with all the visiting boats. I've been a bit critical of Michael's technique.
So that's the River Glen.
Non-tidal section.
Yeah. That's the tidal section. This is the non-tidal section. This is Surfleet Sluice.
And this is where we wanted to come, but we couldn't because we couldn't find out if they could open Surfleet Sluice.
No. And we still don't know whether or not you can open Surfleet Sluice or not. But we might find out at some point, but we've passed it anyway, and Perseverance isn't coming back up here at this point. But I was hoping to get the canoe in, but what I do not see is any obvious place at which we can get the canoe into the water.
Yeah, and then yesterday we took the train to Skegness. Neither of us had ever been to Skegness before.
If we'd gone on the, you can rent a boat and go around the harbour, we could have coloured in that bit of the map. Technically an inland waterway. Yeah, it's a moon jelly, and it's drifted in up onto the shore. I found a few of them. Thought I'd let you try and touch it. You're not touching it? It's too googly. Woo! George! What? Yes! Yeah, Skegness is cool. Well, Skegness is Skegness.
It's really hot actually.
It's fairly warm, yeah. But, you know, there's jellyfish floating up onto the shore. There's some sort of spawning happening in the water, so there's little wormy things. Good luck to everybody that went deeper than I did. And yeah, George has been having a ball, literally. Although we lost his ball and his chucker, so I had to walk back into town to get 3 balls, and I've had to improvise a chucker, which is not working right now. Watch the ball, George, not ready. Yeah, Skegness was actually really cool.
Went on the pier, we had a lovely time just sitting there looking at the sea.
Yeah.
We thought about swimming, but I made it up to my knees.
Yeah, it was cold. That's another big difference with Santa Monica.
That's true. It was a beautiful day yesterday.
Yeah, there's a big jellyfish bloom coming in, so there was lots of moon jellies.
But not much other wildlife in the water.
No. Clearly a lot of shellfish down there somewhere.
So Boston is good. And even if you don't cross the wash, coming down the river Witham to get to Boston is a good option too.
Yeah, I really like it. Like, I'm glad. I remember liking it the first time we went through and kind of being a little bit attached to it and feeling a little bad when we left. And same feeling now. And there's this kind of sensation of I doubt we're coming back anytime soon.
I don't know, I'm up for crossing the wash again, so. So there's Anton's Gout lock that takes you onto the Witham navigable drains.
The Witham not really very navigable drain. All right, ramming speed.
Michael's just spotted a kayaker and said ramming speed. Luckily, I don't think he means that. We're just passing Landrick Bridge. There's a little chandlery up there.
Last fuel until Burton Waters, no fuel in Lincoln.
Oh, should we get fuel?
I don't think we need to worry about fuel right now.
Okay. And yeah, they were really helpful to us last time we came through.
Yeah, there's a little shop there and a garage for cars and stuff.
It won't look at you.
Well, it doesn't like me.
And yeah, this is the last mooring for 6 miles, so you want to moor here or?
No, let's continue on for 6 miles.
And got the border with Russia. They summed up the deficiencies they found this way.
There was a railway line that ran all the way along the bank behind me from Lincoln to Boston. But sadly it got dismantled and it's no longer there, but I think you can walk it. So yeah, that would be really pleasant walk.
To a third parliamentary room. Frightfulness. Dr. Anna Kay.
So this is Chapel Hill, or Chapel Hill Junction. And we've been down there.
Down there being the Sleaford navigation, and it has a silver propeller location at the end, which we collected in 2021.
Can you hold it?
If I let go of the tiller.
I'll hold the tiller.
Okay, I've let go of the tiller. It's still focused on me. well done holding on to the tiller.
I think it was easier holding that. So yeah, we've just passed Chapel Hill Junction and the Climb O. Oh, and there's some dogs ahead having the best time in the river.
Yeah.
There is a mooring here, but I think we're going to try and get onto Dogdyke if that is free.
And if it's not, we continue on to the place whose name I can never remember.
Woodhall Junction.
Weird. Woodhall Junction, yeah. Woodhall Spa. Ah, well, anyway, we're going to go to try and do the Dogdyke one.
It's not that, I think might even be at that bridge.
It's not a lot further.
No.
Yeah. But I'm kind of feeling like the pub thing.
Are you?
Yeah.
You might be going on your own.
Apparently. Which one is the mooring?
I don't know, probably both of them. Or maybe the second one. I don't really know.
A ditch where docks grow.
So yeah, we moored up at Dogsdyke. There was room for us just between a boat and the paddleboarders. They kindly moved for us. So it's nice.
Yeah, there's a pub here. 2 days mornings.
They said the chips were nice.
Well, that's good.
You don't eat chips?
No. I like chips, but I can't have chips.
We might go for a sunshine drink later on.
Yeah, I just like the idea of like a Copaberg or something.
Yeah.
So that's where we are. We're here. We're Dogdyke.
Are we moving tomorrow?
Not necessarily tomorrow. Oh, well, actually, probably tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because I got my appointment on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then your birthday.
Yeah. We could move on my birthday.
Turning 27.
We could move on your birthday, but just...
If we're waiting for my birthday, we're going to be waiting.
We could move on my birthday. But after your appointment at 11.
Yeah.
It's up to you. Anyway, we'll work it out.
So I'm walking past the end of one of the runways of RAF Coningsby. And the whole time I've been walking along, it's been completely quiet and everything. I've been able to look over and see the castle in the distance over the, well, fascinating fields of cabbage. And everything was totally quiet, and then all of a sudden, many cars, all at the exact same time that one of those Eurofighters took off and did a tight looping maneuver overhead. And now all I can see is one coming into taxi. So, don't want to just hang around and wait, but we'll see if I can get a shot if I hear something actually starting up. It's a 40-minute walk into town from the mooring, so could be at this for a while. So I think I've officially become an aircraft spotter now. Note to anyone who decides to come to Dogdyke and take a walk to RAF Coningsby or beyond, not the most pedestrian friendly place to access. Wouldn't bring a dog. Wouldn't bring my dog, especially. So you've arrived on a Sunday, but Monday to Friday, 10 to 5, free admission to the visitor center, admission for a guided tour of the hangar at the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight Visitor Center. And kind of conveniently or comedically, down here is a wheel chock. Used to keep airplanes from rolling backwards, or forwards for that matter. So I've just arrived at the outskirts of Coningsby, best kept village, 1986, which leads to the question, what have you been doing lately? St. Michael's Church, Coningsby, with a very prominent clock in red, white, and blue. Very noticeably 5 o'clock. Not sure how accurate that is, but I think it's pretty close.